Hello again, gamers. Welcome back to the Board Game Captain. I'm the Board Game Captain, and today I'm going to be reviewing the role-playing game Dice for Vaesen, the role-playing game. So first things first, if you're interested in getting some cool gamer gear, you can head over to our merch store. Lots of cups and shirts. There's a link to our Teespring store in the description below. And also, if you're in a position to and would like to help out the channel, you can join my Patreon. There's a link in the description below. So I would like to thank Free League Publishing for sending me the Vaesen dice to check out and review. So on the back of the box here, it says, a set of 6 engraved, 6-sided dice designed specifically for the Vaesen role-playing game. These 16mm special dice are designed to support the game mechanics, but can be used as normal 6-sided dice as well. So the box, I mean, you've got the cover art from Vaesen on it. You can see the dice in there. They've got this kind of bone off-white color to them, which is kind of neat. I mean, it looks like carved bone, you know, like how old school dice were actually made from knuckle bones. And that's kind of a neat thing. I do like that. So let's see. Now let's open it up. I'm going to have a look at these actual dice and see what they're like, and I'm going to review them. So here we go. So when you pull it open and you slide it out, you've got a little plastic tray it comes with here. Now the tray has a plastic cover on it. You pull it off and you've got spots for all 6 of the dice, and you've also got like a little tray here. I guess you can kind of use it when you pull your dice out as maybe like a mini dice tray a little bit, which is kind of neat that it comes with this like little mini dice tray. It's kind of small, but I mean, it was a small package. So, but I kind of dig when they do stuff like that. So you could grab these bunch of dice and be like, boom, and whoops, one fell out. But it's actually not too bad. It's for use as a dice tray. So I'm going to put this aside now and talk about the dice themselves. So again, they're bone colored. They're nice, pretty hard edges, a little bit rounded at the corners. They roll really nice. They look really good too. So you've got, it looks like bone, but inked in recesses or painted in recesses where the numbers are. There are spots with circles around them for the numbers up until the 6, where you have that 6 pronged spiral pattern, which is a pattern similar to some of the other Nordic patterns we see in the Vaesen role-playing game book. So the dice, I mean, the dice are perfectly serviceable. They look nice. They're thematic in that whole bone-ish kind of color. Something that is a very big positive about these are also a negative, though, and that is there's nothing really directly linking them to Vaesen itself. So the reason I say that's both a positive and a negative, now you've got the 6 has this 6-sided spiral, which looks like a Nordic symbol, but it's not something that's even really on the cover of Vaesen. Here's the Vaesen book. So like when I say this could be a positive or a negative, it's a negative because it's not something where you're like, oh, that's so thematic for Vaesen, I have to get these for playing Vaesen. But on the other hand, if you're playing another game and you just like the look of these 6-sided dice, you're also totally cool with getting these to just be 6-sided dice for any game, even a war game or something, just because you like the look of them, and they do look really cool. So yeah, so these are nice bone-colored dice with that cool spiral on the 6s, which that's important for the Year Zero engine that Vaesen uses, because 6s are really the only important thing you need to roll. So in that regard, it does help with the system. So you can quickly look out at your dice and be like, oh, look, I got a 6, because your eye goes right to that spiral. And that, you know, not a spiral. I'm not really sure what to call this symbol. It's kind of like got almost like a star symbol with swirled ends. If you know what to call this sort of runic symbol, you let me know in the comments down below, because I'm not really certain. So for that, they're quite functional and they're quite cool. Are they necessary for playing the game? No. Are they nice to have out on the table for your players if you're game mastering? Yes. So in that regard, they're thematic, they're nice, they look cool, and I know I've said it twice before, but I do want to harp on the one thing I like most about these is how they look like polished bone. And I really do dig that. So where am I at with the Vaesen dice? This is going to be a real quick review. I'm going to give these 7 out of 10 stars. They're really nice. They're really cool. I think they're fun to use, especially because, like all of the other Free League dice that from their systems that use the Year Zero engine, they have a special symbol on the 6, which helps it to stand out really well. And generally speaking, they do feel very classic in their appearance, which fits in with the Vaesen theme and world and feel, and that is really nice. Plus, on top of that, I like that the box they come in is reusable. You can open it up without destroying it, and therefore put all the dice back in this nice case. And I also like that they were thoughtful enough to give you a tiny little dice tray for rolling some dice in. It may not be the best dice tray in the world, but it's just kind of a fun thing. This is not something you often see on other dice sets. So yeah, 7 out of 10 stars for me. I do recommend these dice. These are really cool. If you are a completionist and you want to collect all the stuff for Vaesen, you should definitely get this. If you're a player character in Vaesen, you're playing a investigator or a monster hunter of some kind, and you want to get some dice that are nice and thematic for playing Vaesen, these are really cool. And if you're a game master, I would definitely recommend these to you, because you could put these out to let your players borrow and use them during the game. So there you have it. That is my review for the Vaesen dice for the Vaesen role-playing game. If you enjoyed this review of a role-playing game product and you'd like to see me do more like it, be sure to give it a like, share it on all forms of social media. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Board Game Captain. That's Captain spelled with a K on YouTube, and hit that little bell icon so you get alerts and updates every time I upload a new video. And until next time, game on.